with the Silvercreek.
W8WKY. is Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8VZA. My name is Eric. I will be the pre-show net controller for the BeaconNet tonight, and I have added a few people to the blue screen, or excuse me, from the blue screen to NetLogger, to the log, and I've got let's see, KE8YUG Josh, KF8 ANS Marie, I slotted K5CFY in a customary 10th slot, and I picked up KC3SEG Greg over in Maryland. So if anyone else is out there that would like to get on the log before the bottom of the hour, we'll take more check-ins during the pre-show, but if you'd like to get a front row seat, please call now.
W8WKY.
KF8AXO, Dave.
Bacon. All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, I copied KF8AXO, David, and also from the blue screen, I picked up Chuck, WB4AIZ Chuck, and I see your request there to check you in and out, which I did. 73 Chuck, hope everything's going well down there in Florida, and thanks for checking in. Any other stations, please call now.
Good evening. Dave, NHCC. I will be in and out.
Last station, this is KE8BZA. I have a very rough copy. I heard you say in and out. I apologize. I could not copy your call sign. Would you please come again?
Dave, November 8, Papa, Springford, Ohio.
I think I heard Dave and November 8, Papa, and I didn't copy after that.
November 8, Papa.
Very good, Dave. I got it that time. November 8, Papa. Got you on the log. Did you say you were in and out, or are you going to stick around?
That's correct, in and out.
QSL Dave will mark you in and out. Thanks for checking in, and come back when you can stay around for a while sometime. 73 to you. This is KE8BZA. I am the pre-show net controller. The pre-show hasn't started yet for the BeaconNet, but I am taking any early check-ins if you'd like to get a front row seat. We have about roughly 3.5 minutes before our lovely announcer comes on at the bottom of the hour and kicks us off. So if you'd like to get on the log at this time, please call now.
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8HRF, Josh on Echolink.
KE8VZA returning. I copy Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot. Josh, got you on the log here. Will Lucy be joining tonight, or do you want me to add her to the log?
No, I think she's tired, so she's probably gonna take it easy this evening. But I'll be sticking around and should be around for the big show. W8HF back to KE8VZA.
All right, very good, Josh. Thanks for the info. Any other stations that would like to get in? We still have a couple minutes before our lovely announcer comes on. If you'd like to squeeze in before then, please call now. KE8VZA returning. I did grab two other stations from the blue screen while I was working away here. Eddie, W3ETB, you're on the list there, Eddie. I think you may have seen that. And Harry, KE8ZZR. Harry, I picked you up on the blue screen as well, and you're on the list. And after that, we had N8PPP, David, who requested in and out. So 73 to David again. Any other stations that would like to squeeze in here in the next minute or so, please call now. KE8VZA returning. We have about 30 seconds left till our lovely announcer comes on. So I'd ask everybody to please stand by.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
All right, there we go. QST, QST, QST. Welcome to the BeaconNet pre-show. I am Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8VZA. My personal is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie. And I am the pre-show net controller, as well as handling the logging and the main trivia question tonight. So for the next 30 minutes, we'll be taking some check-ins. We got a few already, and we'll be taking more. So have no fear. Let's see. We are on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, which is the repeater for one of the repeaters for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association. And our frequency is 147 Mark 390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8 if you'd like to check your settings. Let's see, without further ado, we will go through our net control team, our customary Mickey Mouse roll call, and we'll start at the top of the list with our net controller for the main net, Nick at Night, KE8QKO. Are you out there yet, Nick, and how are you?
KE8VZA, KE8QKO. Yes, sir, I'm out here. I'm doing well, and I'm standing by for the start of the net. With that, I'll pass it back to you, Eric, KE8QKO.
good, Nick. Good to hear you. You're sounding good tonight. We look forward to hearing more of you at the top of the hour. So next we'll clear with KE8QKO, and we'll roll on down to see if Dustin is out there. KD8EPC, who has no responsibilities whatsoever tonight. Are you out there, Dustin? And how are you?
W8WKY.
KVZA and the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KD8EPC. We are over here in the shadows lurking. All is well in the world, and we'll be around for the net. With that, this is KD8EPC. Back to pre-net control.
Roger. In the shadows, that reminds me of, people used to make those wooden cutouts and paint them all black, like a gentleman standing, leaning against the wall, smoking, and I've even seen one of a Sasquatch, so that's what came to mind. Anyway, good to hear you, Dustin. You're sounding good tonight. Glad you're sticking around. We'll clear with KD8EPC, and we'll roll on down to our next station, Just Nick. We have many Nicks, but this is Just Nick. He has no responsibilities whatsoever. And KD8SLG, are you out there tonight? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KD8VZA, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Eric and all the Beacon netizens. I'm here, man. I'm here. I exhausted all of my responsibilities this afternoon. We had practice for erecting the mast and the antennae for field day. So I'm going to do my best to stay awake. I know you all will do your best to keep me there. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, Nick. I hope the dress rehearsal was a success. I'm putting money on the fact that it was. So good to hear. Sorry I'm going to miss that with my family trip to Wisconsin. It couldn't be avoided, couldn't be rescheduled, but anyway, we'll be happy to be there. But miss it nonetheless. Anyway, we'll clear with KD8SLG and go down to see if Alan is here yet. He will have our alt trivia, KI5DAY. Are you out there yet, Alan? And how you doing if you are? Nothing heard, but no fear. Alan is usually on another net and will join us as soon as he's free. So we'll roll on down. Next station, we already heard from Josh, W8HRF. He will be sticking around. And his lovely wife, KE8YUK, Lucy, is going to be in and out tonight. And so that brings us down to the check-ins that we've had up until the bottom of the hour. So the earlies, I picked up KE8YUG Josh, KF8ANS Marie, K5CFY Ray in the customary 10th slot, KC3SEG Greg over in Maryland, KF8AXO David, WB4AIZ Chuck, who is in and out tonight, W3ETB Eddie, also over in Maryland, and KE8ZZR Harry, and one more, apologies, N8PPP David, who asked to be in and out tonight as well. So before we work the list, I'm going to open the airwaves here for further check-ins. So if you would like to check into the BeaconNet, please call now.
Good evening, Eric. WA8KOC, Red and Akron.
Kilo 8, Papa Julie Whiskey, K8CJW, Philip in Twinsburg.
All right, I'll pick it up there. I picked up Taco Tim from the blue screen, KI5TAQ. Copied also WA8 KOC Fred, K8 PJW Philip, and KA8 MNT Tom. I grabbed you from the blue screen. Any other check-ins, please call now. Okay, hearing nothing, we'll go ahead and work this list and find out who is sticking around and who's going to be here to get their parking validated. And we'll take further check-ins after we work the list. So we'll go up to the top, and Josh, KE8YUG. How you doing tonight, Josh? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8 VZA, this is KE8YUG. Good evening, Eric. Yeah, I'll be sticking around, and it was good seeing you and chatting a little bit there at the Norris weekend lunch. Back to pre-net control, KE8YUG.
Very good, Josh. Yes, it was very nice chatting with you and Marie at the lunch, and the I think it was the Southwest chicken wrap that I had was awesome, just fabulous. Okay, we'll clear with KE8YUG for now. Down to Marie, KF8ANS. How you doing tonight, Marie? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
K8BCA, this is KF8ANS. Hi, Eric. Good to hear you. And yeah, lunch this weekend was very good. I also went with a rep. I think I did the chicken bacon. That was good. They have good Sidewinder fries. I will be sticking around tonight and looking forward to it. So this is KF8ANS. I'll send it back to pre-net.
All right, Marie, you had me at bacon. I'm sorry, it's one of my weaknesses. I'm going to have to try that one next time we're there. But good to hear you tonight, and it was great talking with you as well at the lunch, and glad you're sticking around. We'll clear with KF8ANS for now, and we'll roll on down to Ray down in Oklahoma. Ray, K5CFY. How are you tonight, Ray? And are you going to stick around for the big show? Okay, nothing heard. I saw Ray in the blue screen, and he's usually on another net as well. So we'll circle back and pick up Ray. We'll move on down to Greg, KC3SEG. How you doing tonight, Greg? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Kilo Charlie 3 Sierra Echo Golf, back to pre-net. I'll stick around. I'll turn it back over to you. This is Kilo Charlie 3 Sierra Echo Golf.
Very good, Greg. Got you on the list as sticking around. Good to hear you tonight. Your connection's coming in very, very good, very well. So we'll clear with KC3SEG for now and go on down to David, KF8AXO. How you doing tonight, David, and are you going to stick around for the big show?
I'm doing very well today. Long day. Lee and I went to the Bree Shooters there in PA and had a good time at that ham fest, and just glad to be home. Long day. Yeah, I'll be sticking around. Back to the net.
All right, very good. Do you prefer Dave or David?
I'll answer to either one as long as nobody's yelling.
All right. Good. Well, hey, glad you got out to that ham fest over in PA. I heard mention of that one last week on one of the nets, and definitely wasn't in the cards for me this weekend, but we'll have to make a mental note of that one next time it comes around. All right, thanks, Dave. We got you on the list as sticking around. We'll clear with KF8AXO for now, and next we have, again, Chuck down in Florida, WB4AIZ, who asked to be in and out tonight. 73, Chuck. And next after that, we have Eddie, W3ETB over in Maryland. How you doing tonight, Eddie? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Yeah, hi, Eric. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be sticking around, listening for those questions. Back to you.
All right, very good, Eddie. Got you on the list as sticking around. Good to hear you tonight. It will clear with W3ETB for now and go on down to Harry, KE8ZZR. Have you from the blue screen. How you doing tonight, Harry? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Hey, good evening, Eric. This is KE8ZZR, and yes, I will be sticking around for the big show. Back to you.
All right, very good, Harry. Good to hear you tonight. We'll clear with KE8ZZR for now. Next on the list, again, was N8PPP, David, and he has to be in and out tonight. So again, 73, David. And after that, I picked up Taco Tim from the blue screen, KI5TAQ, down in Oklahoma. I have it here in the remarks. He's from Baofeng, Oklahoma. How you doing tonight, Tim? And are you going to stick around for the big show? Okay, nothing heard. We'll circle back and pick up Tim. He usually hangs around. Next on the list, we have Fred, WA8KOC. How you doing tonight, Fred? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Good evening to you, Eric, and also to everyone in here and joining the net this evening with you. Can you believe it? We're darn near halfway through the month of June. Field day is coming up, and I'm sure that Just Nick will have everything quite in order. But thanks for taking my check-in this evening. I'm going to make it an in and out this evening, but whatever you folks do, enjoy the evening's festivities, and look forward to seeing you or talking to you all real soon. 7-3 to everybody. Back to you, Eric. Thanks again. KE8VZA, WA8KOC.
All right, very good, Fred. I got you on the list here as in and out. Good to hear you tonight. Yeah, I cannot believe we're like halfway through June already. Time is just moving a little too fast. And, yeah, I'm sure Nick will give us an update on how many sleeps we have left. And I know I had a box of extra sleeps somewhere out in the garage. I can't find it. I'm going to need them, though. Anyway, good to hear you tonight, Fred. And 73, and we'll catch you on the barometer net, no doubt, this coming week. Okay, next on the list we have K8PJW, Philip. How you doing tonight, Philip? And are you going to you're going to stick around for the big show?
KEAVCA, KPJW. Good evening, Eric. Fine business doing the pre-nut this evening. Let's see. So before the weekend, we went out to the orchard and did some pick-your-own strawberries, cherries, and so we're just enjoying the fruits of our labor now and trying to figure out what to do with everything that we picked. Other than that, we're just prepping for our vacation coming up, and we're going to be heading to Eastern Canada and the Maritimes, and so see what we can find out about there. So I'm going to make this my one and done. I'll probably listen out a little while longer, but I don't think I'm going to make it to the full net. So Have a great evening, everyone. This is K8PJW, back to the net.
All right, Phil. Yes, I heard you mention on the barometer net this past week that you got the van checked out and all ready to go for the trip, and it sounds like an interesting trip. Look forward to hearing about it when you get back, and enjoy. Have a great time. Got you on the list as in and out tonight, and if you're still listening and we get back down to you, you want to recheck at some point, feel free. We'll clear with K8PJW for now, and let's see, next on the list, Tom, KA8MNT. I grabbed you from the blue screen. How you doing tonight, Tom? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8VZA, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Eric, and everybody else is here. I'll stick around. Even if I do have to check my eyelids for cracks, but we'll stick around a little bit. So, everything back over to KE8VZA, KA8MNT.
Very good, Tom. You know, I keep looking for better toothpicks, and I haven't found any yet that don't break under the strain. So I'll keep looking. But that's how I have to deal with it sometimes, the oncoming or the onset of pre-slumber. Anyway, good to hear you tonight, Tom. Got you on the list sticking around. We'll clear with KA8MNT for now. And I see that KI5RFI just popped up in the blue screen. Mac, how you doing tonight, Mac? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KI5RFI. Good evening, everybody on the net. I believe I will be hanging around. I've already settled in for the night in my easy chair, and I'll be listening, and I'll be ready for the questions later on. This is KI5RFI.
All right, Mac. Easy chair sounds nice. Glad you're here to represent Arkansas. And we got you on the list as sticking around. Thanks for joining us. We'll clear with KI5RFI for now. And we'll go ahead and take some more check-ins. Before I do, I just want to identify again, this is the pre-show for the Beacon Net. And we meet here on this repeater every Sunday night and Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock with early check-ins at 9:30 p.m. That's Eastern Time. And we are on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, which is just a stone throw to the west from Akron. And the frequency is 147, Mark 390, PL tone of 114, Mark 8, and it is a positive offset. And we'll go ahead and take some more check-ins here. I am KE8VZA, and I'm listening.
KE8VZA, this is KE8YUK with third-party traffic.
All right, we'll pick it up there. KE8YUK, this is KE8VZA. Please go ahead with your third-party traffic.
Roger that. Hi, everybody. This is KE8YUK, and my cousin Jack is spending some time over here with us, and he and his brothers have expressed some interest in ham radio, so I wanted to let him say hi. So this is KE8YUK. I'm going to pass it over to my third-party traffic.
Hey, this is Jack, staying over at the operator's house, I guess. This is sweet, and I'm looking into getting some ham radio action going on.
KE8YUK, back to KE8VZA.
KE8YUK, KE8VZA. All right, Jack. Hey, study up for that test. It's not that difficult, and I'm sure with Lucy and Josh as available real-time resources, you'll get there. It's a lot of fun. Good to hear you tonight. And Lucy, are you sticking around? Josh said maybe not.
W8WKY.
Yeah, I'm going to check in and out. Jack's over here with one of my brothers, brother number 2 out of 4. So I'm probably going to spend some time with them. And Josh is working on his launcher out in the garage and having a great time. So we're probably in and out for tonight. But thanks for running the net, Eric. Wave a hand to all the usual Mickey Mouse roll call and everybody in the blue screen. And hope you guys have a great night. And we'll probably catch you down the log. 73s, everybody. God bless. KE8YK back to KE8VZA.
Very good, Lucy. And Jack there is the third-party traffic. Got you on the log as in and out tonight. Enjoy your visit. 73. Okay, next we're going to go on down and take some more check-ins. Anybody out there that would like to get on the list for the Beacon Net, please call now.
In Westlake on an in and out tonight. Have a good one, Eric.
All right, copied KE8WMS. Andrew over in Westlake. Got you on the list there, Andrew. Good to hear you tonight, and I'm going to mark you in and out. Thanks for checking in tonight, and 73. Any other check-ins for the Beacon Net tonight, please call now.
KCA, Fox Queen Victor, good evening, KCFQE.
All right, I'm going to pick it up there. All right, we grab one more check-in there. KC8FQV, Mark, got you on the list. Are you going to stick around tonight, Mark?
Yeah, I'm going to stick around. I figure I'll check in now. It looks slow instead of having a train wreck. So we'll send it back to the net. For those that want to hear it, KCFQV. The only time you'll hear me, KCFQV, on some of the connections. But on others, you'll always hear me. Just have to figure out what ones you're on, KCFQV.
Very good, Mark. Good to hear you tonight. I have you on the list. Okay, this is KE8VZA pre-show net controller for the Beacon Net. We have 5 minutes left. Still time to get in before the top of the hour. And if you don't, if you're making a run to the refrigerator for something and it's going to take you a minute to microwave something, that's okay because Nick at Night will take more check-ins after the top of the hour. But if you'd like to get in now, please call now. Okay, hearing nothing. We still have about little under 4 minutes, and the weather up here today was beautiful. Got a lot of work done in the yard, and I'm guessing other people probably did too. And I'm kind of feeling it. Did some work out there as well Saturday, and yeah, we're kind of feeling it. Didn't make it to the rec center this weekend, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. But anybody out there that would like to get on the list before the top of the hour, please call now. All right, KE8VZA returning. Not hearing any other check-ins. I'm guessing we're going to have some more before we're done tonight. We usually do, even if it gets off to, I wouldn't call this a slow start, but usually I've got check-ins calling in right up to the top of the hour, and we have a little gap here, but that's okay. Yeah, what do I say now? Anyway, it seems that my 990 Alpha is enjoying being back in its indoor berth after its jaunt outside a week ago Saturday for the I guess I'm calling it in my mind the Northeast Ohio POTA outing, and with the Norse group I was with them and had a blast. First time with the 991A out in the wild, and it survived, and so did I. Made 20 contacts total. It was a good day. So we still have a minute and a half. If you'd like to check in before the top of the hour, please call now.
KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG.
KD8SLG, KE8VZA, go right ahead.
Hey, Eric. Yeah, Dustin usually calls on me if he needs to fill up a minute, or I call on him or something. So I thought I'd toss in here and remind everybody that Wednesday afternoons we do link up with the Boredom Breaker Net for both hours here on the 3.9. So if you're out and about on Wednesday afternoon, stop by. The Boredom Breaker Net is a ton of fun. Dustin has the first hour, Ray has the second hour. And they're out there every day on Allstar Node 49562 or Echolink N5XQK-R. So you can hit those guys up every day, but we'll be there Wednesdays. And I'm counting 12 sleeps to field day, but my calendar's telling me 13. I lose a night of sleep somewhere. POTA was a blast. KE8VZA. This is KD8SLG. Back to net control.
Very good, Just Nick. Thanks for the information there. And I was telling Fred, I know I have a box of extra sleeps out in the garage somewhere, and I think the kids put the sleds on top of it or something. But I got them off eBay. That guy that was selling them out of the van, those were no good. So I'm hoping these ones I got from eBay are going to be a little bit better. I got them in the fall, so they're out there somewhere. I got to find them. But hey, thanks for the announcements. And I see we are at the top of the hour. So this is KE8VZA, and I'm going to turn over the net to KE8QKO. How you doing tonight, Nick at Night? You have the floor.
All right, KE8QKO here. Thank you, Eric. Fine business on the pre-show as always. All right, good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar, and I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here in the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is the directed net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma to do drop in and various other repeaters. So we ask you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. So stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
W8WKY.
Kilo India 5, Lima Romeo Alpha, KI5, LRA, JP, in Langley, Oklahoma.
Kilo Fox 8ANR, Gary, Wellington, Ohio.
I'm going to take it for a second. Gary, KFA station, could you come back with your call sign one more time, please?
Kilo Fox 8, Alpha, November, Romeo.
Copy that, sir. I have KF8ANR. Appreciate it. Are there any additional check-ins for the BeaconNet? Please call now. All right. Sounds like Josh did a pretty good job on the pre-show. We just had 2 check-ins. We had KI5LRA and KF8ANR. So thank you, gentlemen, and we'll get to you when we get down the list here. All right, so we have our trivia questions. Our primary question giver is here tonight. Our alternate trivia master is not here yet. He will be here soon. And so what we'll do is we'll get the primary question read. We'll go through our check-ins, and then once the alternate trivia master shows up, we'll get that question read. We'll go and do rechecks with our initial answers, and then we'll continue on to that after that. And that's kind of how we roll here on Sunday nights. So let's go up and talk to K8VZA Eric and get our primary question read. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the net. This is KE8VZA with the main trivia question. So as we are entering into the hurricane season this year, I thought that would be an appropriate item to look up a trivia question for, and I found one. There are several, actually, there are many, but I found one that was pretty good. So here we go. At what wind speed does a storm become a hurricane? And your options are, and these are all in miles per hour, your options are Alpha, 64, Bravo, 74, Charlie, 84, or Delta, 94. I'm going to take a break for time and come back and read it again. KE8VZA returning with another read of the main trivia question. So as we're getting into the beginning of hurricane season this year, here's the question. At what wind speed does a storm become a hurricane? These are all in miles per hour. Your options are Alpha, 64, Bravo, 74, Charlie, 84, or Delta, 94. And this is KE8VZA. I'll put this in the blue screen. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Another fine question. Before I start going through check-ins, I know I mentioned it the last couple of nets, but I want to remind everybody that the BeaconNet turned 1 year old yesterday. So tonight is, I don't want to say our 1 year birthday, because it's the day after, but I do have some information. So far in the last year, we've had 783 unique check-ins at the BeaconNet, with some pretty high numbers for some. So I'm not really going to go through the stations that we've got that have the higher numbers. I just thought that was some fun information to share, and I'd like to thank every one of those folks who have checked in and have joined us, and invite them to continue checking in. Obviously, we don't get that number every night, but that's the number that we have had, so I do appreciate it. Now, before we do that, let's get out there. That's not that anyway. Sorry, words. Next, we're going to go out and talk to K8YUG, Josh. See how he's doing tonight. Josh, take it away.
K8QKO, this is K8YUG. Good evening, Nick. Great hearing you. And I did want to say it was good to hear Gary in there. We chatted earlier this weekend, so good to hear him. And happy belated birthday to the Beacon Net. That's awesome. And I happen to be in one of the numbers there, and it's always a good time. It's fun to listen and hang out. So I'll get with the first first one here. I'm going to go with C. Charlie for the trivia. C. Charlie. And then, yeah, it was a good weekend, a really good weekend. Like I said, I saw Eric at the Norris weekend lunch, and good food. I had a wrap as well, and the Caesar salad wrap, really good. They got these Sidewinder fries. Everything was nice time. Good seeing everybody. And outside of that, just taking care of usual chores. Garden's doing good. Everything's growing real nice. All my projects are moving along. Playing with some vacation on one of the projects I got going on, a little app. And good learning day, though. And messing around with all these different antennas and everything. We'll see if we get some late night CB radio skip. That's been happening, and it's kind of fun when you hear it late at night there. But another busy week coming up, and looking forward to it, though. So I'll send it back to Net, and I'll say 73, K8YUG.
All right. Thank you, Josh. Thanks for checking in. Next, we're going to talk to KF8 ANS Marie. How you doing, ma'am? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO, this is KF8 ANS Marie here. Hi, Nick. Good evening. Means it's Sunday night, wrapping up the weekend here. So, first of all, happy belated birthday to the Beacon. I think that's kind of cool. And I enjoyed this stats you gave. Very interesting. So, first, for the trivia, for the main, I want to do C. Charlie for the main. So, it's a good weekend over here. As Eric and Josh said, we went to the doghouse in Elyria, which was pretty good food and camaraderie. That was very good, just hanging out and talking to people. So this weekend, we have some field day preparations coming up. Kind of looking forward to checking out the scene and getting our computers set up and trying out the network. That'll be cool. Looking forward to it. So we'll be at Indian Hollow Reservation with the Norris group. Norris and McCarr, we're doing a joint event there. That'll be fun. So 70 all. This is KF8 ANS. Back to Net.
All right. Thank you, Marie. Got your answer down for Charlie. It sounds like you guys have some fun times planned ahead. And I was corrected in the blue screen. I misspoke completely. It's actually 2 years. Yesterday was a 2-year birthday for the Beacon Net. So, yeah, it's a good time. Because time flies when you're having fun. So, next we're going to talk to KC3 SEG Greg. How you doing, Greg? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KC3SEG. Sometimes I have a connection problem, Nick, if I keep my power up on my 991A too much, so I knock it down to 5 watts, so I don't think I overpower the Allstar Node here in the house, in the apartment. Not too bad. Did a POTA activation this evening, did a late shift, just got done doing the POTA log right now as I'm talking to you. Did an early shift this morning. So I've been knocking the POTA activations out. Try to get 3 or 4 in a week. I'm a POTA hawk. I got to be out there almost every day doing it. But not much else to say before I forget. I'm going to go with B for Bravo for your answer there. And Nick, you have a good night. I'm going to listen out, but I'm going to say 7-3 to everyone. Have a good evening. KC3SEG, back to net.
All right, thank you, Greg. Thanks for coming in there. And next we're going to go back up and talk to K5CFY. I skipped over him, so we're going to talk to Ray now. Go ahead and take it away, Ray. Kilo 5, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee. Ray, are you out there? And do you have comments for the Beacon Net?
All right, KCFQ, the main trivia is 74. The other one I didn't catch, but maybe we'll come back to it later. Pretty nice weekend. So, watched graduation, even though I do have a cousin or relative graduated from the high school I graduated from. And, of course, the company I worked with, we tape it all the time. Well, that's why I watched it. So, my community focus where I worked at, I think I left there in 2020, right at the pandemic time. So, let's send it back to net, KCFQV.
All right, K8QKO here, running through check-ins to the Beacon Net on the WWKY repeater. 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Now, Mark, I was calling for K5CFY, but thank you for your comments. Also, Mark, I need you to turn down your background TV. It's your M. You need to stop doing it. Please. Now, Kilo 5, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee. Ray, are you out there, and do you have comments for the Beacon Net? All right, nothing here from Ray. Perhaps he had to step away. We'll get back to him later. Next, we're going to go down and talk to you, KF8AXO. David, how you doing, sir? And what do you have with the Beacon Net tonight?
I'm doing well, thanks. I'm going to say I don't remember what letter it was, but I think it was the 80-mile-an-hour mark, I think is what it would be. Back to the net.
All right, thank you, sir. Switch down for 84 miles an hour. Also, I'm going to get back to you here in just a moment because our alternate trivia master has arrived. So we're going to get that question. You know what? I'm going to have both questions read again because I like to keep them straight in an order like that. So I'm going to go back up to Eric, get the primary question, and then I'm going to go down to Alan and get the alternate question. So KAVZA, could you read the primary question for us again?
KE8QKO, the group. This is KE8VZA with a reread of the main trivia. At what wind speed does a storm become a hurricane? And the following options are, and these are all in miles per hour. Alpha, 64. Bravo, 74. Charlie, 84. Or Delta, 94. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go and talk to KI5 DAY Alan and get the the alternate trivia question read for us. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY in the net. Hey there, thanks, Mr. Nick at Night. Man, I almost sneezed as soon as you called me. I was like, oh my goodness. I think it went away though. Good evening, everybody. This is KI5DAY Allen in Sperry, Oklahoma, just north of Tulsa. And tonight's alternate trivia is brought to you by Crispy Wheats and Raisins. So here we go. Pay attention. It is illegal to do which one of these following acts in public in the state of Georgia? Is it A, you can't sit outside an RV in the nude? B, eat fried chicken with a fork? C, you can't tie up an alligator outside your home for any reason? Or D, you can't claim to be related in any way to any of the Cornwaldo bean family as they are banned in many counties in Georgia? Let me let this drop and I will repeat the question. Here it is. It is illegal to do which of the following acts in public in the state of Georgia? A, set outside an RV in the nude. B, eat fried chicken with a fork. C, tie up an alligator outside your home for any reason. D, claim to be related in any way to the Cornwaldo bean family as they are banned in many counties in Georgia. KI5DAY, back to net. Say hi, Larry.
All right. Thank you for another fun question there, Alan. We always appreciate it. Let's run through and recheck with our current folks who have checked in to get the alternate answers. So, K8YUG, would you like to give us your alternate answer?
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to go B Bravo. K-I-U-G. I'm going to go B Bravo. Set it back to net.
All right. Thank you, sir. KF8ANS, would you like to give us your alternate trivia answer?
For my alternate trivia, I'm going to go B Bravo, B Bravo. This is KF8ANS, send it back to net.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Got you down there for Bravo. KC3SEG, would you like to come back with your alternate answer?
KC3SEG. Let me go with Bravo also. B has been Bravo. Back to net. KC3SEG.
All right, thank you, Greg. Also got you down for Bravo. And KF8AXO, would you like to come back with your alternate trivia answer? Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha X-Ray Oscar, would you like to come back with your alternate trivia answer?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to say tie up an alligator.
All right, thank you, sir. Put you down there for Charlie. I guess we'll go down to KC8FQV and get his alternate answer. Mark, come back with your alternate, please.
All right, the alternative is A, Alpha. Alternative A, Alpha. Sitting outside an RV. KCFQV, back to that.
Thanks, Mark. Put you down there for Alpha. Also, please turn on your TV. Okay, this is K8QKO on the WWQR repeater. Going through check-ins for the BeaconNet. The 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Let's go back up and see if Ray has been able to join back up with us. K5CFY, are you out there, sir? Do you have comments for the BeaconNet? All right, nothing heard. Let's go down to our next station on the list here, and that's going to be W3ETB. Eddie, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Yeah, Nick. Actually, not a whole lot today. Today was the birthday, so celebrated that a little bit. And it was nice and sunny here today. Kind of really a little bit warm in Annapolis. And actually, as far as trivia questions go, for the main trivia question, I will go D for the main one. And for the alternate trivia question, Alan, you'll have some great trivia questions. I like A, and I like C. It's kind of tough. Both of those sound like something that might be made into a law. So, but I'll go with C because I think alligators are probably maybe not that many of them in Georgia, but yeah, there might be a few. But that sounds like a law that might be there in Georgia. I visited Georgia one time before. I never saw an alligator, but who knows? Might be. So that would be D and C for me. And I'll turn it back to you there, Nick. W3ECD, back to net.
All right, thank you, Eddie. Got you down there for Delta and Charlie. Our next station is K8ZZR. Harry, how you doing, Harry? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO, this is K8ZZR. Good evening, Nick, and everybody else on the net. Let me get the trivia out of the way first. The main trivia, I'm going to go with B, and the alternate, I'm going to go with B as well. Pretty good day here, wrapping up another weekend, and did some organizing on our trailer today, getting ready for another camp out this week. We're heading down to Seneca Lake, which is in southern Ohio, Guernsey County. We'll be down there for about 5 days. So other than that, that's about it. Turn it back to you, 73. This is K8ZZR.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you down there for Delta and Delta, if I've got that correct. If not, you can come back. Please come back to me and recheck. Our next station was in and out. That's N8PVP, and that takes us down to KI5TAQ. Taco Tim.
Well, good evening, Nick. This is KI5TAQ. I think, I don't know if you read off the blue screen for the main trivia question there from me. So I'll say it in person now. The main trivia is D. And, shall we say, for the alternate trivia is A as in alpha. Oh, we're just going to have to take care of that because how many people do we see run around in the nude? I don't think so. But I'll just let you get on down the line. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, thank you, Tim. Got you down there for Delta and Alpha. And it doesn't say running around in the nude. It says setting in the nude. So while I'll admit, if it's not Alpha, I'm going to be questioning some things in Georgia, maybe not visiting RV parks. But, that for clarification, that is what it says. So that chair, maybe you can do something so some things can't be seen, and then it wouldn't be illegal. I don't know. Anyway, our next two stations are WA8KOC, is in and out, and K8PJW, who is in and out, and that takes us down to KA8MNT. Tom, how you doing, sir? And what do you have to Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Nick, and everybody else that's on the net here. Well, let's get trivia out of the way. Let's see, I'm on the hurricane wind speed, I'm going to go with B74. And what is illegal in Georgia, I'm going to go with Charlie, tying up an alligator. In fact, I don't think I'd want to get near enough to an alligator to tie it up, but hey, what can I say? I had a pretty decent weekend. Had a club breakfast on Saturday. Didn't do too much of anything. after that. And today was one of those lazy days. We just got out in the morning, had breakfast, and just kind of fiddled around the rest of the day, and caught up on some reading that I wanted to do. But other than that, it was a great day. And I guess it's going to be fairly cool up here tomorrow, so we'll see. Anyhow, enough of my babbling. With that, I'm going to turn everything back over to KE8QKO from KA8MNT.
All right. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, sir. We got your answers down there from Bravo and Charlie. Also, for clarification, I did see in the blue screen that K8ZZR wanted his answers to be Bravo and Bravo. So, Eric, if we can update those answers, that'd be great. And next, we have KI5RFI Mac. How you doing, Mac? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Good evening, Nick, and everybody on the net. KI5RFI here. Had a fun weekend. Got a baseball game in this morning at 8 o'clock before the rain hit. We've been getting rain about every other day here for a couple of weeks, it seems like. Getting hard to keep up with the Bermuda grass here. It's really taken off. Let's see, trivia questions. I'm going to go with, on the primary, I'm going to go with Charlie, and for the alternate question, I like the B answer, eat fried chicken with a fork. That sounds like a good one. Maybe that came into play when Kentucky Fried Chicken started expanding down into Georgia. So we'll see how that goes. Back to net control. This is KI5RFI.
All right. Thank you, Mac. Got your answers down for Charlie and Bravo. Yeah, I think the fried chicken with a fork thing, that can seem like a Georgia thing to outlaw. So, but I have written them down, but I haven't decided if I'm sticking with my answers or not. Our next two stations are K8WMS Andrew and KC8FQV Mark. Actually, Mark wasn't in now. We already got to him and talked to him. And we're going to talk to KC0LRM Kelly and see what he has for the BeaconNet tonight. So, Kelly, take it away.
QKO. Hey, thanks for getting me in there, Nick. Get my trivia answer out of the way. I think for the first one, I'm going to go with C. I think it was 84. And the second one, that's a tricky one. Let's go with let's just go with the Cornwaldo beam. Let's do D. Been pretty good here today. We were a little cooler than it was yesterday. I was out mowing yesterday, and it was in the 90s, and I think I might have overdid it a little bit. I came inside, and I was kind of wore out for a while there. But it was a lot nicer today. We're like in the 80s, so glad of that. Hope that week kind of weather continues this week. That's all I got. Everybody have a good one out there. And thought Destin was going to talk to me tonight. I guess he fibbed to me. That's all right. That's all right. I'll catch him next time. All right, back to you. Thanks for running that. KC0LRM clear.
All right, thank you, Kelly. We got your answers down for Charlie and Delta. Next, we have KI5LRA JP. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Hey, thanks for grabbing me there. This is KI5LRA. Just pretty worn out. Long weekend. Putting a new roof and raising the roof, actually, on outbuilding, not an outhouse, an outbuilding here behind the house, and got blown off in a windstorm, and I'm pretty wore out and tired, but made a lot of progress, and I'll be getting back on the road sometime tomorrow after I get this thing dried in. But for my answers for the trivia, I'm going to go with Charlie and Charlie. Yeah, that's all I got for the net tonight. Back to you, Net Control, Nick at night. I always forget your call sign is so hard to remember. QKO, I remember that part. Anyway, I'm working on it. Nick. KI5 LRA, back to you.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, JB. Yeah, it's K8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar. I thought about changing it because it's like a tongue twister, but I got used to it. So I kind of figured I'll just keep it. So, yeah, that's how it is. Thank you, sir. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Charlie. This is K8QKO on the W8WKY repeater, going through a list of check-ins on the Beacon Net here on the WWK, here on 147 Mark 390 repeater, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Next, we have KF8ANR, Gary. How you doing, Gary? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Hello, Net Control. If I'm a little awkward, I'm brand new, so please bear with me, but I'd like to say hi to Josh and Marie. The first trivia is Bravo. Second trivia is Charlie Alligator. And I believe that's about it. Back to you, Net Control.
All right, thank you, Gary, and welcome. It's good to hear you. You did just fine, so just enjoy talking on the radio and check in anytime. We're always happy to have you. We have your answers down as Bravo and Charlie. And I'll tell you what, for being, if you're concerned about being awkward, don't, because I make mistakes all the time, and everybody here does on occasion. So, yeah, come on in, come on chat with us. We're always happy to hear you. Our next station is KQ4IZV, James. How you doing, James? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
This is KQ4IZV. Not too much going on here tonight, just kind of hanging around. It's been raining, and we've had a couple weather nets on and off, so kind of had to attend to those. So I'm going to get the trivia questions knocked out of the way. I think the first answer is B, and the second answer I'm not too sure on, so yeah, I'll run with it. Something about an alligator being tied up. Yeah, I think that's C, so I'll go ahead with B and C. Otherwise, that's about all I have for net tonight. And I guess I'll hand it back over to you guys. Have a good night. 7-3. This is KQ4IZV, over.
All right, thank you, James. We have your answers down there for Bravo and Charlie. Next, we have KE5 NCP. Tom, how you doing, Tom? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening, Nick and everybody else on the Beacon Net. Really don't have much. Just been a nice day down here today. Got up to about 85 today, but it's cooled down pretty nice. 76 now currently, so that cold front that came through earlier this afternoon cooled things off a little bit, and it's looking good. Anyway, let's see. For the trivia, I'm going to go with Bravo and Bravo. I think Alan is just devious enough to throw something really crazy in there, so I figured Bravo would be as good as any for his answer. So anyway, Bravo and Bravo on the trivia, and with that, we'll say 73 to everybody, and I'll let you get on with the net. KE5NCP.
All right, thank you, Tom. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, we got you down there for Bravo and Bravo. Yeah, that Alan, he can be sneaky sometimes. We got to keep our eye on him. Okay, our next station is K6KJV. Kevin, how you doing, Kevin? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Hello there, Mr. Nick, and all the Beacon crew and all the Beacon netizens. This is K6KJV in Valley Springs, California, and I'm going to get my answers out here quick. I'm going to say double D, Delta Delta, because I am proud to claim my Cornwaldo bean heritage. I love being part of that Maypole family tree. So I'm just going to let you go on down the list and try to break some records tonight. Oh, and happy birthday to the Beacon Net. I almost forgot to say that. So God bless 73, and I'm passing the mic back to you, Mr. Nick from K6KJV.
All right. Thank you, Tom. We have your answer, or Kevin, sorry. Thank you, Kevin. You have your answers down for Delta and Delta. Yeah, you got to claim that Cornwall Bean heritage every chance you get. So appreciate it. Next station was in and out. That's KD2ACE, and that takes us down to K8VOX. Scott, how you doing, Scott? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening, everyone. This is K8VOX. Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie. Good hearing everybody tonight. Ain't got a whole lot to say. Looking forward to a field day in the 22nd there. Down there, gonna try to get down there early. I kind of want to see Nick and them setting up all them towers and antennas. I was a little late last year to see that, but gonna try to get down there a little bit earlier this year in order to catch that crew doing that. And for trivia, I'm going to go with A, the 64 mile an hour, and B, eating chicken with a fork. And that's all I got. This is KE8VOX, sending it back to KE8QKO. 73, everyone.
All right, thank you, Scott. We have your answers down there for Alpha and Bravo. All right, this is KE8QKO on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we are at the bottom of our list, so we can take some more check-ins. If there's anyone out there that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Whiskey Juliet 9 Echo, WJ 9 Echo, Mike in Eastern Indiana.
All right, I have WJ9E, Mike. Thank you for checking in there, sir. Well, you're the only one that checked in down that round, so what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
I hope you're turning it over to me there. I apologize if you're not. I just got on here, just got settled in the shack here, and it's been kind of a bad day. It started out bad, and it ended bad, so I'm ready to go to bed here soon, and hope for a better tomorrow, hopefully. But beyond that, just kicking back, taking it easy, and listening to the net here. I didn't know if there was any that ran this way at night on Sunday or not. So that's about it on this end. That's my 2 cents worth. Beautiful day here in Eastern Indiana. Lots of sun and a nice breeze. Felt good. So I'll turn back to that control. Whiskey Juliet 9 Echo.
All right, thanks for checking with us there, Mike, and sorry you had a bad day. We have some trivia questions we answer on the net. Would you like us to read those questions for you so you can get them in and get your answers into our trivia?
W8WKY.
Yeah, I didn't know. I usually check in here on the new drop in the morning time, so we'll always have a couple of questions of the day there. But yeah, I'll be interested in checking out the trivia. I don't know if I'm going to pass or not, but I guess it's worth a shot.
All right, we'll get those read for you, sir. Thank you. We actually meet. We're out of Ohio, out of Doylestown, Ohio, just west of Akron a little bit. We meet. The BeaconNet meets every Wednesday and Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So we link up with the Dewdrop in most nights. Some nights if there's interference, sometimes we might have to drop the note, but usually we're linked up with the Dewdrop in. So yeah, come on, join us anytime. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and talk to our two trivia masters. We have two questions tonight. I'm going to get them both read, and then I will call back out to you to get your answers. So let's start with K8VZA. Eric, would you like to read the primary question, sir?
KE8QKO, my pleasure. This is KE8VZA with a reread of the main trivia question. Since we're getting into the beginning of hurricane season for this year, here's the following question. At what wind speed does a storm become a hurricane? And your options are, and these are all in miles per hour, Alpha, 64, Bravo, 74, Charlie, 84, or Delta, 94. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Let's get on and talk to KI5DAY to get our alternate question reread. Alan, take it away, please.
KI5DAY. I will read this one time, and I will read it slow enough that everybody can... Larry, please. That everybody can understand. Here we go. Tonight's alternate trivia. It is illegal to do which of the following acts in public in the state of Georgia? A. Sit outside an RV in the nude. B. Eat fried chicken with a fork. C. Tie up an alligator outside your home for any reason. Or D. Claim to be related in any way to the Cornwaldo bean family, as they are banned in many counties in Georgia. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. WJ9E. Mike, would you like to answer the questions?
Whiskey Juliet 9 Echo. For the first trivia question, I would say it'd be just a guess, C84. And the alternate trivia question, I would go with eating fried chicken with a fork.
All right, thank you, sir. We have your answers down there for Charlie and Bravo. Thanks for checking with us, and come back and join us anytime. We're here those 2 days of the week, and always happy to take some check-ins. And we're back at the bottom of our list. So if there's anyone out there that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, follow them alphabetically along with your name and location.
Alpha 8, Charlie, Sierra, AA8, CS, Gary, in Fairlawn.
All right, got another check-in there from our fearless leader, Gary, AA8CS. All right, Gary, go ahead and take it away with your traffic or comments or whatever you got for the net tonight.
All right, Nick, very good. Thank you for picking me up there. I appreciate that. The traffic. Well, I guess as far as traffic is concerned, I'm thinking that standing in the middle of the road is dangerous, mainly because you get knocked down by traffic in both directions. Yeah, think about that for a second. I'd like to take credit for that, but that was a quote by Margaret Thatcher. But anyway, no, good to be here. I just wanted to say hello to everybody. Man, great net. Nick, you do a fabulous job, and that is super. I have been working my little fingers to the bone all, for the last, really the last week, but especially the last couple days. Both of my kids are coming in from Texas. They're driving in. They're settling in as we speak in Kentucky someplace. I'm not exactly sure where. They're going to tell me when they land. But I'm looking forward to my daughters and my granddogs. Two of them are coming in. We're going to have a regular menagerie going on here. Anyway, that's all I have. Not much going on. Oh, trivia. I'm going to go with B&D. It's got to be, well, I'm thinking B, anyway. And as far as the secondary, everybody knows it's legal to sit outside your RV naked, and I'd make comments on the other ones, but you know where this is going, so I'll spare you. Back to net. This is AA8CS73. Everybody have a terrific Sunday and the upcoming week. Back to you, Nick. AA8CS.
All right, thank you, Gary. Congratulations on your daughters coming back home to visit, and visit and then go back home again so you hear peace and quiet. But I'm curious, are they going to be around for field day?
Well, my youngest will for sure. I'm not sure about the oldest, but I'm not sure that that's in their purview or not. But I would certainly invite them. They do kind of hang around for beer night, though. I will tell you that much. So that's always a good thing too. I guess that's it, Nick. Back to you. AA8CS.
All right. Thank you, sir. Got your answer. I said I had your answer down from Bravo and Delta. Thanks for checking with us there, Gary. Good to hear you. And, have a nice night's sleep. And I'm guessing they'll be showing up at home tomorrow night. So that'll be fun. All right. This is KEAQKO on the W8WKY repeater. 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, if I remember that right. And we're at the bottom of our list. So, if anyone out there would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, I didn't really hear anything there, so let's go talk to our net control team, see how they're doing tonight. And then we'll do another round of check-ins and see if anybody else wants to get in, or maybe two if we have a bunch of people coming in. We'll see how that goes. And then we'll get our trivia answers and then start wrapping her up. So, let's start with KE8VZA. Eric, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA. I'm doing well. Before I forget my answer for the alternate trivia question, I'm going to go with Alpha, the RV question, because if I'm sitting outside the RV and I'm having a few beers and I start to get hot, I don't know what's going to happen there. So I don't want to get a ticket. But anyway, got a lot done around the house this weekend. A lot of work outside, and as I was telling VOX, my goal was to take down the Christmas lights, and I achieved that goal, amongst other things that I did. And the ground was too soft every time I had time to take down the lights. I got to put up a ladder and everything. And otherwise, when the ground wasn't soft, I didn't have the time. So anyway, they're down and put away now, safe from the ultraviolet rays. Anyway, that's about all I have. It was a good weekend, beautiful weather here, and great sleeping temperature, too. with the windows cracked open. Love it. KE8VCA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. You know, I got to tell you, if I had Christmas lights still up in June, I'd probably just leave them up. Be like, you know what? At this point, I'm halfway through. Just leave them up till next year. Save me some effort. But congratulations on getting that torn down, sir. We have your answer for the alternate question is Alpha. Thank you. And next, let's go down and talk to KD8 EPC Dustin. How you doing, sir? And what do you have to Beacon Net tonight?
All right, KEQKO and the Beacon Net. Well, good evening there, Nick and everybody out there. Let's see, trivia. I'm going to go for Alpha and Delta for my trivia answers. Not a lot going on here. My buddy called me last night and tells me, blow the dust off your old CB and give me a radio check. So I do, and we're scanning through the channels there and got to channel 38 on the CB and heard a couple of gentlemen from Australia talking, and we were able to talk to them, which was really interesting. Never done that before anywhere, and doing it there was really something. That's all I did over here last night, and today worked a couple hours and did some things in the yard and just enjoying the evening there. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Nick. Thanks for having us. Thanks for doing the net, and we'll catch you there down the log. This is KD8EPC, back to net control.
All right, Dustin. Thank you, sir. Congratulations on making that contact. That was probably pretty cool. We have your answers down for Alpha and Delta. Next, we're going to talk to KD8 SLG, just Nick. How you doing, Nick? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO, this is KD8 SLG. Good evening, Nick, and all of the Beacon netizens. Let's do trivia first. I'm going to go with 84 for the first one, because back in 84, we used to say 84 parties more. And let's see, what was the other one? Alan. Well, we have to go with Cornwaldo bean. I have not heard nearly enough Cornwaldo beans on the air tonight. However, I swear earlier I heard someone say something about eating fried chicken with a pork. The vision that crossed my mind. So there's all of that. All right, there's trivia. Good deal. I'm counting 13 sleeps to field day. Probably 12 for me. And it's starting to get exciting. Put up the mast today. Tried out one of the antennas. It's going to be a good time. It's always a good time at Sarah events. And if we get as many people as we did at the POTA event, it will be a win. And if we get twice that many, it'll be even better. But what we need is butts and seats to make contact. So come out and play with us. Get used to the field day pitch for a while. Nick, have a great night. Enjoy your trip to Hawaii. This is KDSLG, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Nick. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Delta. Next, we're going to talk to KI5, DAY Alan. See what he has for the Beacon Net tonight. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY, don't you do it, Larry. KI5DAY in the net. Yeah, man, other than I gave you all my answer to the regular trivia, which I said was B, 74 miles per hour, just a guesstimation. I would guess that's what it would be. What else is going on? Man, it's been a busy weekend. Last week at American Airlines, we had 2 airplanes in 2 different hangars, and we normally don't have that set up, and they tried to kill us to get that other one out. It was a 3-month episode of a really broken airplane that had to have a full skin repair. That's finally done. Got that done, so hopefully when I get back to the Big W tomorrow, it won't be so bad. It's been a pretty good weekend overall, though. I had a lot of fun. We had an American Airlines Amateur Radio Club meeting yesterday in person, and we are trying to get our Allstar and Echolink, thanks to AI5HV Greg and another Greg that we have in our club, and we will be on Allstar and Echolink at some point, so other people can check in with us. We're looking forward to that. And We'll probably even move our net time back another 30 because I'm sure we'll have more check-ins from around the country. So with that, look forward to reading the answers here shortly to the to the alternative trivia. I searched deep and hard, as you know. I spend a lot of quality time looking for these questions. Oh my goodness, it's such a strain, but I enjoy it. KI5DAY. Back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. Yeah, good luck on going back to work and having those airplanes out of your way. Sounds like it'd be a good time there. Okay, next we're going to talk to W8HRF Josh and see what he has for the BeaconNet tonight. Josh, take it away.
K8QKO, W8HRF. Good evening, Nick. Good evening to everybody on the BeaconNet. Thanks for running the net tonight, Nick and Eric. Doing a fine job as always. Let's see, for trivia, for main trivia, I'm going to go with, oh man, I'm torn between Alpha and Bravo. My gut says Alpha, but my brain says Bravo. I'm going to say 64. I'm going to go with Alpha for the hurricane question. Man, I think that's wrong. It's fine. We're going to go with Alpha, and then for Alan's, oh my goodness. Man, I think you should get a prize if you tie up an alligator outside of your home. That should not be illegal. So I'm not going to say that one. Eat fried chicken with a fork. That I can see as being illegal in Georgia. Let's go with Bravo. So Alpha and Bravo. Besides that, I was just out in the garage earlier tonight. Finished up my pneumatic antenna line launcher, so I'm very pleased with that. Nice and compact. I kind of stole some ideas from different places online and a bill of materials that Andy sent me, so made that work, so that's pretty cool. My antenna, my off-center fed the line for it, snapped. I literally got out of the car from work, I looked up at the antenna, and it just dropped. So, impeccable timing. So I'm going to try to get that back up tomorrow if the weather's going to be good. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, that's all I got. So I'll turn it back to you there, Nick. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend here, the last hour we have, and we'll catch you later. Happy birthday to the BeaconNet. Happy birthday to the BeaconNet. W8HRF, back to KE8QKO.
All right, thank you, Josh. Got your answers down there for Alpha and Bravo. And, yeah, good to hear you. Okay, my answers for the trivia are going to be Bravo and Bravo. That's what I've been thinking about all night. That's what I'm sticking with. And, yeah, this is KEQKO on the WWQR repeater running through the BeaconNet tonight. We're on the 147 Mark 390 positive offset repeater with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we're at the bottom of our list. We've talked to the net control team. We've talked to everybody that's checked in. And we're going to do one more round of check-ins here and see if anybody wants to get in. And so if you'd like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically. Follow them alphabetically along with your name and location.
Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee, VK2DY, Robert in Sydney.
W8WKY.
All right, got VK2DY. Robert, that W8WKY keeps trying to check in there, but I don't take his check-ins. He doesn't need to get into that. He's always on the repeater. Okay, so Robert, why don't you go ahead and take it away with your comments for the net?
Yes, good afternoon. This is Robert, VK2DY in Western Sydney. Well, being this winter, it's cold here. It's 17 degrees, which is like 63 Fahrenheit. We'll get a degree or two warmer than that, but that's it for today. It's overcast, and the sun's just not going to get that warm. It's too far north, actually.
Yesterday, I went to, we have this light show in Sydney. Every year, near the shortest day of the year, they have, a couple of weeks, they have a light show called Vivid. And they put all sorts of art installations into the harbor, and they put lights on buildings. And they, I went to one that they had it's a disused railway tunnel, tunnel that they built and never actually used. And they put all these flashing lights and music and all sorts of stuff going through it, and you walk through it, and it was amazing. I really enjoyed it. And then the other thing I saw yesterday was a nice little drone show. So it's kind of neat to see the drones. You know, you get a little buzz as they go up and down and over, and they disappear and then they reappear in a new configuration. And I kind of enjoyed that. So it was a good day yesterday. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm too late for the questions or not. But if there are questions still open, could I have them, please? BK2DY.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, we were about to get the answer, so you got in just in time. Let's go up and talk to K8VZA. Eric, do you have the primary question you can read for us?
KE8QKO, this is KE8VZA, no problem. Got the main trivia question here is as follows. As we're entering the hurricane season over here in the Atlantic, at what wind speed does a storm become a hurricane? And your options are as follows, and these options are all in miles per hour. Alpha, 64, Bravo, 74, Charlie, 84, Delta, 94. This is KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. KI5DAY, can you read the alternate question for me, sir?
Not now. I'm right in the middle of a Rothschild. So yeah, KI5DAY. The alternate trivia question for tonight is it is illegal to do which one of these following acts in public in the state of Georgia? Is it A, sit outside an RV in the nude? B, eat fried chicken with a fork? C, tie up an alligator outside your home for any reason? Or D, claim to be related in any way to the Cornwaldo bean family as they are banned in many counties in the state of Georgia? KI5DAY with Larry the Rubber Chicken. Back to net.
All right. Thank you, Alan. So, Robert, would you like to answer the trivia questions?
Yes, good afternoon again. Our cyclone season is the opposite of your hurricane season, which is obvious because we're on the other side of the equator. But anyway, I think 74 miles an hour, I think, which I think is Bravo. And for the second one, oh wow, I'm just going to take a wild guess on Charlie, BK2DY.
All right, Robert. I heard Bravo. I don't know if I didn't catch your answer for the alternate question. You want to come back with that?
Yes, that's correct, Bravo. And then the alternate question, I'm just going to guess Charlie, C, Charlie, BK2DY.
All right, thank you, sir. Having it on there for Bravo and Charlie. Okay, we have some more room here. So I'm going to say, anyone else out there who would like to check in the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location. Cool. Nothing heard there. Let's go up and talk to our trivia masters. K8VZA Eric, what is the answer for the primary question?
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA back with the answer to the main trivia question. So it was, at what wind speed does a storm become a hurricane? The answer is bravo, 74 miles per hour. So hurricanes can produce winds in excess of 200 miles an hour for the very, very strong ones, although most of them produce winds less than 100. Hurricanes act like engines and can be fairly self-sufficient over open waters. And the Atlantic hurricane season runs from June 1st through November 30th. And I believe that is up in our hemisphere here, northern hemisphere. During this 6-month period, atmospheric conditions are most capable of tropical development, and this is when most named storms occur. So get ready for the names. So 74 miles per hour is the answer. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. Got the answer down as bravo. Appreciate it. Next, we're going to talk to KI5DIY Alan to get the answer for the alternate question. Alan, take it away.
Thank you, Nick and Knight. I always wonder how much dread you have when you have to send it back to me. Hi. But thanks for playing along, everybody. Tonight's alternate trivia question was, it is illegal to do which one of these following acts in public in the state of Georgia? Well, I will say, I don't know that there's specific laws setting outside nude of your RV in the nude, but, you know, indecent exposure laws, yes, I'm sure, but not specifically for setting outside an RV in the nude. Same thing for tying up an alligator outside your home. Yes, there are alligators in South Georgia. There's quite a few, actually, so that could be something people do. I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you got kids out there playing ball in the yard. Hi. But eating fried chicken with a fork, yeah. Well, years ago in Gainesville, Georgia, it's known as the poultry capital of the world. They got like $1 billion chicken industry. They have this big spring chicken festival every year, and a while back, many years ago, they decided they would enact a crime to eat chicken with a fork because they thought that just wasn't right. And it says, while people, let's see, 1961 is when it was passed. Let me let this drop. The ordinance asserting that chicken can only be eaten with your hands was enacted in 1961 as a to gain publicity and gain. While people have been arrested in restaurants for bizarre reasons, nobody that they know of has been arrested for breaking that law. However, it was jokingly enforced once on a woman who was on her 91st birthday. They saw her eating chicken with a fork, and they told her she was under arrest. So, yeah, it's something they did as a ploy to produce more visitors and stuff, and just making fun of the chicken festival and all that jazz. So they actually passed an ordinance, but so far they've been arrested, to my knowledge. KI5DAY, back to you.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Alan. This is KEQKO on the WW Repeater, talking to everybody on the Beacon Net. On 147 Mark 390, positive outside with a PO total of 114 Mark 8 on, yeah. All right, so with the chicken with a fork, I got to say, I don't want to say I disagree with that law. I prefer to eat chicken with fingers, but I'm going to say I have eaten fried chicken with a fork before. Maybe that's bad and goes against what I'd like to do when I've done it. So anyway, thank you for another fine alternate question there, Alan. Okay, so we've talked to everybody. We've got our trivia answers read. And we are going to do one more final round of check-ins. So if anyone out there is lingering that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, nothing heard there. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KE8VZA, KD8SLG, KD8EPC, KI5DAY, and W8HRF. I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the W8WKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sunday. Also, don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is K8QKO. Return the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time. 73 all.
W8WKY. W8WKY.
CQ test 1234. CQ test 1234.
W8WKY. W8WKY repeater PL114.8. W8WKY. W8WKY, repeater PL1 14.8.